Hi everyone, welcome to
The Sangre Podcast.
where we sit down, breathe, and talk like friends who finally admitted they're tired. This isn't the podcast where we pretend everything's okay. This is where we say, hindi pala okay. And that's allowed. If you're listening while doing schoolwork, commuting, or just staring at the ceiling questioning your life choices, you're in the right place. Today we're talking about pressure, failures, and the parts of student life we usually keep to ourselves.
Honestly, I like that description because it already feels comforting. Parang hindi mo kailangang magpanggap na strong agad. Just hearing that makes me want to relax a little.
Same. Kasi usually kapag may ganitong topic, for motivational quotes agad. Minsan gusto mo lang talagang ng totoo. Hindi, everything happens for a reason agad.
And minsan, kailangan mo rin marinig And minsan, kailangan mo lang marinig na valid yung nararamdaman mo. Kahit hindi pa solved yung problema, at least acknowledge siya.
This already feels like one of those late night conversations na bigla ang lumalalim. Yung tahimik pero mabigat in a comforting way.
Speaking of heavy moments, let's start with competitions because I know a lot of students relate to this. There's something about joining your first contest that makes you believe in yourself more than usual. You practice, you imagine winning, and you start attaching your worth to the outcome without realizing it. And then when we lose, parang biglang may tanong sa isip mo na, was I ever good enough?
That's exactly what I felt. I told myself, okay lang matalo. Pero nung natalo ako, parang biglang may emptiness. Hindi lang siya disappointment, parang self-doubt talaga.
And it hits harder kapag alam mong binigay mo yung best mo. Like wala ka talagang tinira para sa sarili mo. Kasi pag natalo ka, wala ka nang masisisi kundi sarili mo. Even if deep down alam mong unfair naman talagang ganoon mag-work ang competitions. Doon na pumapasok yung overthinking. Yung paulit-ulit mong binabalikan yung moment, iniisip kung saan ka nagkulang kahit ginawa mo naman lahat. Tapos bigla mong tinatanong yung sarili mo kung sapat ka ba talaga o kung sadyang hindi lang ikaw yung pinili.
What people don't get is that losing feels personal. Kahit sabihin nilang experience lang yan, you still feel small after.
And after that, parang nakakatakot ka nang sumubok ulit. You start asking yourself kung kaya mo pang maramdaman ulit yung ganong disappointment.
After losing, the pressure doesn't really disappear, no? In fact, minsan, mas lumalala siya because you feel like you need to redeem yourself. You feel like you owe people a win, or at least proof that you are not a failure. And here's the thing. Pressure becomes dangerous when you forget why you started in the first place.
That's so true, especially when people already expect a lot from you. Kapag achiever ka, parang bawal kang mapagod or magkamali. It feels like you're carrying an image instead of just being yourself.
And kapag sinabi mong pagod ka, parang invalid agad yung nararamdaman mo. Laging may mas pagod daw sa'yo, mas maraming ginagawa, mas mabigat yung pinagdadaanan. So parang wala kang karapatang mapagod. Kahit gusto mong huminga saglit, may guilt agad na kasama. Nakakapagod ipaglaban yung right to rest. Lalo na kapag feeling mo kailangan mo pang magpaliwanag para lang umupo.
I used to think that resting meant I was lazy. Like parang huminto ako, wala na akong silbi. Ngayon ko lang nare-realize na kailangan pala talagang huminto minsan. Hindi dahil mahina ka, kundi dahil tao ka lang. Hindi lahat ng pause ay setback. Minsan preparation siya para makabangon ulit. And learning that took me a long time. Pero sobrang laking gaan once you accept it.
Burnout creeps in quietly. Parang hindi mo namamalayan hanggang nandyan na siya. One day, you just realize, wala ka ng gana. Kahit yung mga bagay na gusto mo dati, biglang mabigat na gawin. Hindi na siya bigla ang pagod, kundi yung type na kahit natutulog ka na, pagod ka pa rin. And the scary part is, you don't even know when you started losing yourself.
Cassiopeia, you mentioned burnout, and I feel like journalism is a perfect example of unseen pressure. People see the article, the byline, the output, but not the mental toll behind it. Writing isn't just typing words, it's constantly questioning if you're good enough, accurate enough, or brave enough. And that kind of pressure builds up over time.
Exactly. Because every piece feels like a reflection of you. Parang extension siya sa ng sarili mo. Kapag may mali, hindi mo lang iniisip na error yun sa work. Parang ikaw mismo yung mali. Kahit alam mo part siya learning, I'm so sorry. Part siya ng learning process, masakit pa rin tanggapin minsan. It's fulfilling, yes. Pero emotionally draining din siya talaga in a way na hindi agad napapansin ng iba.
And hindi lahat gets that, which makes it even harder. Akala nila ang arte mo lang kapag stressed ka. Parang exaggeration lang yung nararamdaman mo. They don't see how much of yourself you put into creative work. Kasi when it's creative, hindi lang utak mo ang ginagamit. Pati puso mo nadadamay.
But the fact that you keep showing up says a lot about you. Hindi madaling magpatuloy when you're doubting yourself, lalo na kapag parang hindi mo na alam kung worth it pa ba. The courage to try again, kahit pagod at takot ka, is already a quiet form of strength. Minsan, hindi siya napapansin ng iba, pero sobrang big deal na yun.
Now, let's talk about comparison. Because no conversation about student life is complete without it. Social media made it so easy to measure our worth based on other people's timelines. And here's my advice. Your pace is not wrong just because it's different. Life is not a race. Kahit pinaparamdam ng paligid na kailangan mo nang mauna.
Comparison makes me feel like I'm falling behind. Kahit alam kong may sariling journey ako, masakit pa rin. Feelings don't listen to logic.
True. And sometimes, you just want to disappear from social media. Kasi kahit hindi mo sinasadya, naaapektuhan ka talaga. It messes with your confidence.
But stepping back really hurts. Kahit mahirap gawin sa umpisa, silence gives you space to hear yourself again. Lalo na kapag sobrang ingay ng expectations ng iba. Doon mo na na-realize kung ano talaga yung gusto mo. Hindi lang yung kailangan mong gawin. And sometimes, that quiet is exactly what you need to breathe and rest.
If there is one thing I want listeners to take from this episode, it's this. Failure doesn't define you, but how you talk to yourself after failure does. Be kinder to yourself in moments when you feel like you're not enough. Rest without guilt. Try again without pressure. And remember that growth doesn't always look productive. Sometimes growth looks like surviving the day.
That actually makes me feel lighter. Like may nabawasang bigat kahit konti. Parang okay lang pala na hindi ka magaling all the time. At hindi ka failure dahil lang doon. It reminds me that I'm still human. Allowed magkamali, mapagod, at mag-rest. Hindi pala kailangang laging strong para maging enough.
Yeah, we forget that sometimes. Lalo na kapag sanay na tayong i-push yung sarili natin. We treat ourselves harsher than we treat others. Parang wala tayong compassion sa sarili natin. Pero kung kaya nating intindihin yung ibang tao, dapat kaya rin natin gawin yung sa sarili natin. We deserve the same grace we also easily give away.
I really needed to hear that. Like, ngayon mismo, it feels like someone finally said the words I couldn't say to myself without feeling guilty. Parang permission siya to slow down and be kinder to myself. And honestly, ang gaan sa pakiramdam marinig yun.
Same here. Sobrang relatable niya. This feels grounding in the best way. Parang bumalik ka muna sa sarili mo bagong humanap ulit sa mundo. It's comforting without forcing possibility. Ang sarap pakinggan at damdamin.
Thank you for staying with us in this conversation. If you're listening and you feel tired, lost, or unsure, please know you don't have to have everything figured out right now. Take things one step at a time. Protect your peace and choose growth that feels healthy, not forced. This has been the Sangre Podcast, and we'll see you again soon when you're ready. Bye. Take care. You got this.
Yeah.
Wow!